Hi guys, it's your boy Frosty, and I'm back at it again with another video. So this is the story time with Frosty. Um, so basically I'm going to be giving you a tour as well as giving the story with you. So, one day it was, I don't know which one to do actually.
It was
Actually, no, I'm
Tuesday.
not gonna do that. I'm gonna do the one where, so one day, hopefully my parents don't watch this. If I do, I'm crushed. So one day, I just couldn't go to bed. It was really late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't go to bed. So, um, I ended up not going to bed because I'm like, okay, if I go to bed now, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to wake up in the morning. So I ended up staying up. I ended up staying up that entire night. I was up for 24 hours. Okay. Now, when I ended up going, when I ended up going to school, I was perfectly fine. I was energetic. I was perfectly fine. There was nothing that was actually going to keep me awake. Okay, so there's nothing that was gonna get me to sleep. So I ended up being fine that entire day, but it started getting closer to more of the the afternoonish, like when we were getting ready to go to leave. Then I was completely tired. I was slurring words. My teacher was interviewing me about something, and I put my head down, and I looked up every time he asked something, and I just shook my head. I didn't say anything. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm perfectly fine." So I was really tired. I was so tired. So what ended up happening was, I was done with the interview with my teacher, and right when I sat down at my desk, I looked up and he was interviewing someone else. So I said, I sit right up at the front, okay? So what ended up happening was I looked up and I saw he was interviewing someone else. And what happened was I passed out at my desk. I put my head down, put my arm on my desk, and put my head on top of it. You can even ask Nav. I was passed
Yeah.
out. Nothing was going to wake me up.
I was sitting right beside him and he's passed
And then
out.
all of a sudden, I hear I hear something, and I just hear my teacher say, "Okay, guys, it's time to go." So I instantly woke up, and I was looking around, like my eyes were wide open. They were half shut, and then when I ran up to my teacher, when my teacher walked past me, I opened my eyes so wide I didn't even realize. Through the rest of that day, I didn't even know what I was saying. I didn't know anything that entire day. I got home and I passed out. I I came home and I slept that entire night. I woke up the next day and it was time for school. So I was passed out. That's the first time that I've ever gone to school and not slept for 24 hours. It was more than that. And I think I had sports after that. No, I didn't.
No,
But
I
yeah,
walked
so I
home with
was
you.
passed out. It was That's the first time I've ever actually slept in a class. Like I was passed out. I didn't know it was through the afternoon. It started to affect me. Like I used to stay at school. Now I come home for lunch, obviously, but um I when I stayed there, it started to affect me. Like I didn't know what I was doing. I It was just so weird. That's happened to me before, but it was usually on the weekends. So I didn't know what I was saying. Someone said that someone said I don't it was confusing. They said something but it's not really appropriate, so I don't really want to say it. But I said that and it was so awkward talking to that person after. So yeah. So now it's time for another story. I'm going to do two in one because there's like 6 minutes left. Now this is the one where this is where I basically I don't know how to explain it. So Nav, this is the one that I was telling you about before.
No,
So
honestly,
so what
no.
happened was Nav was talking to me. Like some person wasn't there that day, and they used to sit beside him. So I took their spot, and what happened? I don't even know what happened. It just happened so fast. What were we talking or something?
We were talking, and
Okay,
then
so
the teacher yelled at me for
so
talking. I said,
so no,
I
no, no.
s-
He didn't yell at you. So what happened was we were talking, and I guess Nav I think rolled his eyes at our teacher, and that's when he flipped out.
yeah.
So didn't he end up like
He gave me a 4 month offside.
no, 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 no,
He
no.
said I couldn't.
No, 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 no. So there's two stories where what happened like this. So what happened was, I was sitting beside him. These guys were going back and forth, back and forth. So he was screaming. He was screaming. The other class heard it and they said, "Is everything all right?" After it was all said and done, they said, "Are you all right?" Because he was screaming at the top of his lungs. Okay, and he was right beside Nav. So imagine him beside Nav.
No, he wasn't. He was
No,
on the other side of his desk.
he was in front of me, looking across from Nav.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
imagine being right in front of an air horn, and they don't stop, and you obviously can't say to him, "Can you stop?" Because, oh my gosh, I already got in trouble too. But you can't say that to someone. So basically, what ended up happening was he was sitting there screaming at him for like 5 minutes. And I was sitting beside basically an air horn for 5 minutes. Now, I know how annoying that would be. Okay,
A little
so
bit, yeah.
I was scared because my legs were shaking, and Nav didn't stop. Like he said, do you want to lose grad? But he screamed it. I haven't heard him
He
scream.
and then I
I
took a
haven't heard
full
him
minute.
scream that loud. He said, "Do you," like at the top of his voice, he said, "Do you want to lose grad?"
Took a minute to think.
And Nav took a while. He said, "So what is it?" And he's like, "Give me a second." In the cockiest voice he could ever think, you could ever think, Nav said, "Give me a second." And oh my gosh.
If I
so
said yes, I would have made his day for
so
life.
then the next one that happened, it got so bad, or no, it wasn't so bad. So the next day Nav came back because he got
Oh dear.
suspended obviously for that day.
No,
The
no,
ne-
no, no. You're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong. The when I came in the morning, he said, "Are we gonna have a better day?" And I said, "Sure, whatever." So he
oh
took my
yeah,
desk.
yeah,
He
and
took
then
my desk,
yeah,
threw it out of the
so
classroom.
what he did was that happened obviously. He said, "So are we gonna have a good day?" And Nav said, "Whatever." So I'm sitting there like, okay, this is gonna get worse again. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no one thought this. All of a sudden, our teacher grabbed his desk and threw it outside of the classroom. And all of a sudden, he calls the principal and says, "Hey, can you come down here and get the student?" So obviously, he left to go talk to her, and everyone was just like shocked that our teacher would throw a student's desk out of the classroom. The principal was shocked. She came in and said, "Why is this desk out here?" And after we were all shocked, he was out there for a long time. He was out there for 10 minutes. For 5 minutes, we were like shocked. For the next five, we were laughing. So it was funny, but it was
He threw
like,
out my drink.
yeah, he Nav that day brought hot chocolate, and when he threw the desk, first he grabbed his hot chocolate,
I swear to God, if
and
he had a
and
drink
he
at his desk,
slammed it. He
I swear
slammed
to
it
God,
into
if he
the
had a drink at his
compost.
desk, I'd do the exact same thing. If he had a drink at his desk.
But he slammed it like there was hot chocolate. When he slammed it, it like blew up. Oh gosh, that's gonna be like
Honestly, I was actually gonna go back into the trash and grab it out. Then I said, "Nah, it's gonna piss the hell out of him even
no,
more."
it was gone. It exploded in there. It was gone. Oh wait, so now it's outro time, guys. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. The support my friends have been giving me, it's been amazing. So thank you. yeah, hopefully you guys like this. If you do, yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. Thank you so much. Bye.